You guys, what's up? I want to do my last review for this guy, UrawaReds. He added me yesterday. Well, he accepted yesterday night, and I'll check his monsters out, and I'll give him my ordeal. The reason why the camera is not on is because I'm quite sick. I don't really feel well. Got the flu, so the reason being for the camera being out, off, whatever you want to call it. So let's see. You got quite some monsters. I would suggest you to keep most of the monsters that are good. I'll show you which ones you should keep. I've noticed that you had 2 fire jokers. I'm guessing that at least one is for fusion and the other one might be for usage. You could also consider using them both, but I'll just quickly go over the monsters that you should at least keep, and then I'll make some monsters that I will say you really need to work on those, or you have to prioritize them. So keep these 2, they seem to be very decent, and this one, so these 3. The light and dark monsters are always actually keepable most of the time. Then got 1 fire joker. If you want to use this for fusion, that's fine, but fire joker on his own is really strong, so you could also use him. But you have 2, so you can use one and use the other one. Garuda, good support unit. You might want to use this for the fire halves of magics because of his spears. It will remove all the bombs and heal. That's really good. Keep the light Inugami. Shannon is always a good support, so keep her. Keep Bernard as well. Keep your light bearman. I think the succubus is actually not a bad unit, but I don't think you really need her. You could keep her, obviously, but I don't think you really need her, but we'll see. What I'll figure out. Then get some more fusion. I've got this as well. I just summoned it and I have no idea how good it is. I think if you make it a 6-star really tanky, like high HP, it could be very annoying unit to kill because of the, I think it's when he's awakened, because of this skill. Creates a shield every turn, absorbs the incoming damage proportional to your level. Decrease the attacker's attack speed for 1 turn if you're attacked when you have the shield. So this shield will make him really hard to kill, but I don't really see him being a super insane monster. But I have him and I will try him out. So for now I'll just say keep it. Michelle, nothing special. You definitely keep the fire joker, this one then, or the other one of the 2. You could always keep them both, but I think you want one for fusion. But just keep one because you really want one. And I think it's a really good unit. I think you can use it later on. Seek, you should keep that. It might be useful later on for some setups. Lulu, decent support, but maybe, yeah, I think you want to keep it because you don't have super many. Oh, yeah, it's okay. Lulu can be useful in Trail of Ascension, so you can keep him. Tyron, definitely keep. Great leader, and also a great stunner with this hailstorm. So definitely keep. And then we got the imps and the Furion for the B10. Then we got the water Rasaxa. That's a good monster to keep. Might not be your focus, but definitely a good monster. The rogue fire Inugami, definitely a good keep. Megan, definitely a keep. Ramagas, you can keep him around, maybe for later. to counter Lina, but it has to be 6-star by then. But it's definitely a good unit, so just keep it. With Fire Chimera, really good. Natural Born 5-star. So always good monsters, even though I don't like this Chimera that much. It's still a really good unit, so definitely keep. Neil, definite keep for Giant Speed 10. Verdehill, definite keep. Rena, definite keep. And Lucia is not really, you don't really need her anymore. So I've been over which monsters you should keep, and now I want to talk runes. I will just talk about the runes of the monsters that you are going to keep. So what you've done here is trying to get 100 resistance, and I think that's very smart, because then she will never be controlled. So yeah, you got this resistance rune, that's good. Yeah, I don't got anything to add. If you rune them correctly, it's a good monster. If you get this up to 6-star at some point, it's gonna be almost unkillable, so really good. Then we got the Verdehill. I've noticed your crit rate is just 37%. And let me go over the skills. Attacks 2 times with a vampire rate covers 30% of the inflicted damage. Okay, that's nothing too special. Strikes a strong blow with surprise attack. This attack receives 30% crit rate bonus. Okay, fine. But this one is where it goes. This is why Verdehill is so insane. Your critical hits increase the attack power of your allies by 20%. If you have a 100% crit and you hit with this 2 times, that means you gain 40% attack gauge. So what you want to do is, instead of ruining him with the vampiric set, you want to ruin him with blade to try to get the 100% crit, because the 100% crit will give you 100% crit will make this unit really useful, because what you want from him is just having a boiling blood trigger every time he attacks. So I suggest ruining him with all blade runes to get up to the 100% crit, with a crit rune down on 4, and then attack and attack percent. You could also go for speed rune on 2, crit rate rune on 4, and attack percent rune on 6. That's what I would do, because if he is really fast as well, he'll be able to attack first, and then he'll just give the attack gauge to other people as well. But for you, I suggest doing all blade around for having it easier to get the crit rate to 100%. It's really necessary for you to do that. Then we got Neil. Let's see, you can full energy, that's not bad. I think you should just let him be. The runes are just fine. Nothing to add on. Then we got the Chimera. Let me see the skills. Gains attack power and increase immunity. Instantly recovers when used. Okay. Attacks inflicts material portion from max HP. So this last collapse will benefit from having a lot of HP. And if you make him miss your leader, you will gain 50% HP. Okay. So you decided to go energy all around. That's good. Yeah, I think you would just want to do this. I don't know how it works out for you right now, but if you're doing some good damage with him, just keep him like this. He is a HP monster, so make benefit from that. Remagos, I'm not gonna talk about Remagos because you already ruined him full energy with HP percent on all slots, so that's just fine. Then we got Megan. I've noticed that your runes are full energy. I would suggest going swift energy. The reason being, you want it to be as fast as possible. So you got the speed rune here, that's good. But you want to have as much speed as you can. So like this rune is really good because you have 12 speed on it. Only maybe she doesn't really benefit too much from defense. Let me see. It's not bad for her. So, but the substat speed like this is really good. But I would, or this is really nice. But I would strongly suggest you to use Swift and then change the Swift rune. Like change this to Swift, this rune to Swift. I would say this rune to Swift and then HP percent. And this rune to Swift, and try to get the substats with speed. So these two runes you could keep. You can also decide to keep those two because they already have the substat speed, and then put a Swift speed rune on here. But you definitely want her to have a high speed, as high as possible, so Swift energy will be beneficial for that. And then we get Rogue. Let me see what you did with him. Fatal energy. I've done the same on my. Some people say fatal blade. It's also good, but I think this is just fine. His runes are not that impressive yet, as I can see, but how you set it up is good. Let me see. Kasha. I don't have this. So I'm not quite sure, but if I'm correct, Rakasha benefits from having some decent accuracy, but I'm not 100% sure about that. You rune them for speed, speed blade. I think that is a way to do it. I just don't know how. I don't really have a good suggestion for the Rakasha, so I'll leave him be for now, and I also think it's not. So Sybren, I would make sure Sybren, you have the 100% accuracy, which is really good, but you want to have some decent speed, and currently he's quite low. So let's see, we get focus all around because you want to have the 100% accuracy. That's good, but then I would suggest using speed rune on 2 instead of an attack percent rune, because he's not really there for being a great attack monster. He is, but it's more for the hailstorm. So I would suggest you to put a speed rune on 2. We got Lulu. You rune them with speed, so that's good. I would do the same. Seek, I'm not gonna talk about. Let me see. Fire Joker. Focus, energy. I would suggest using attack percent here, and accuracy here. That's fine. The reason being is actually because the bombs, this skill receives 50% accuracy. That's good. So you need 50% accuracy. Mount the bombs on all, which then you have 2 rounds. The bombs are, if I'm correct, they will do more damage if you have higher attack, but I'm not 100% sure about that, but I'm quite sure about that. They do more damage with attack percent, but that's something you have to try out. But you have to get to 50%, you get a bit too much even. That's fine, but yeah, maybe you can just go with speed as well. It's not that you rune him badly, but I'm not sure if his bomb does actually scale up with damage, scales up the damage when you have more attack. So I'm not 100% sure about that. If that is the case, so you can try that out really easy. Just switch this rune to attack, see how much damage do. Well, first check out how much damage the bombs do right now in the same, like in Garen Forest, let's say. Then switch this to attack percent and see if the bombs do more damage or the same or whatever. Then you know. If they do the same damage, I would just suggest you to do speed on here, and then I would even go for HP or defense on this rune on the 4th slot. Okay. What else? We got the light bearman. This unit also benefits a lot from having a 100% crit, because every time he crits he heals with 12%. on all units. So basically what you want to do is high HP. So what you want to do is make this a HP rune, make this a HP rune, it's already, and make this a crit rate rune. And then I would switch, I would personally go with Violent Blade. But if you have a hard time getting up to 100% crit, you could also go for Blade all around. And if you want to reach 100%, you really need to get those substats on those violent runes to be crit. So this rune needs to be crit with substat. This rune needs to be crit with substat. This rune, no, it's just 2%, so it kind of needs some more. This rune needs to be substat crit. This one got crit. So you understand that? Like you have to get crit on all the substats if you want to rune him with Violent Blade. I would suggest Violent Blade because it's not that easy to get 100%. But if that's not working out, like if you cannot get his crit up, then you could also just do full blade and then a crit rune on 4 and 2 HP runes on 6 and 2. What else? We got this unit. Let me see what you've done. I've noticed. Okay, I got 2 defense runes, which are okay, but I would suggest you to use, instead of Fatal Energy, I would go for Swift Energy, because this unit is, if it's fast, it's good, because then you can do the skills more often. It's a support unit, so get HP percent on all slots. That's what I would suggest, but I would do Swift Energy or Swift Focus and then energy all around. Then what else do we have? Well, these monsters, but you're not gonna focus on them right now, so I won't suggest anything for that right now. Yeah, okay, and then we're up to arenas. How do you want to make your arena team? I have, in my opinion, what I would have done, what I would do, you could do 2 different things. First, you could make a full fire team, because of it, as soon as you, oh no, you don't even have to awaken, because you have this Chimera, because it gives 50% HP to fire units. So what you could do is put Chimera together with Vertihill, together with Rogue and your Fire Joker. Where is he? There. That would be actually not a bad team at all, because all those units are quite strong, quite tanky as well, and having a lot more HP is actually not bad. So that's a possibility. But you could also do some different setup, like Vertihill, Megan, Fire Joker, and Tyron. So Tyron as your leader, then Vertihill and Megan, and the Fire Joker. So what you want to do then is, the thing is, maybe Megan and Vertihill together is a bit too much of the good things, but the buff, having attacked them, having this buff is really great. But like, if you would go with Tyron, Megan, Vertihill, and the Fire Joker, it would play out like you stun all them with your Tyron. Then you'll, well, let's say it goes like this. Your Megan is probably gonna be the fastest of them all. So Megan buffs, then your Tyron just freezes them, and then your Vertihill just attacks, and your monster get attack gauge back, which will make them attack even faster. Your Fire Joker monster bombs, and then it's just surviving, so the bombs go off and you win the game. But you have more, so you have the option of going with the fire team, so Chimera as leader with Vertihill, Rogue, and the Fire Joker. I think that's actually a pretty decent team. You could also, for defense, Defense, you want to put in that Rena. Rena is a really strong unit, and she doesn't really die quickly. Obviously, you need to get her 6-star if you really want to make her invincible almost. So I actually would suggest that to you as well. Try to get your Rena to 6 stars, because then your defense is going to be great. So you have Rena. What else should we put in defense? I think Vertihill, Rena and Vertihill, your Fire Joker, and then as leader your Chimera. Yeah, that's what I would do. So that's 3 fire units and 1 water unit. The reason why I would do that is because first of all, Rena is hard to kill. Second, your Vertihill will make sure that all your other units attack a lot, and your Chimera will make sure that your fire units are really hard to kill because they have a lot of health. And your Fire Joker is there to mount those bombs and make sure the enemy dies. The only problem with this setup is that your speed is not really insane, but if you get this Vertihill up 100% crit and having some decent speed, that could be really good. I wouldn't suggest putting Megan in your defense, reason being she's there for buffing, but AI doesn't always buff, so she's not really a monster that you can count on in defense. That's why I suggest the Chimera, Vertihill, Rena and the Fire Joker, because they will just do what they do. You could also switch out the Fire Joker for the Rogue, because you got this up 5 stars already. But yeah, that's what I would suggest. I must say you have a lot more options. You could also, or this may be also a good one, Tyrone as your leader. Tyrone, Rena, Vertihill and Rogue, or Vertihill and Fire Joker. Yeah. I must say you have a lot of different options because you have so many monsters. But currently I would do those setups I just told you. Oh, sorry for this. I just drag my screen out. Sometimes that happens because I'm clicking on my screen and then I just drag the recording area. But those teams I would use, you have so much units so you can differentiate, and you probably will try some things out, but for now I would suggest putting your defense as Chimera, Vertihill, Rena and the Fire Joker. Obviously you have to awaken the Fire Joker and get him ruined up in 5-star, but that's something that you can do. And for attack, it's always up to you, but Megan is a really good unit in the arena. Vertihill is a really good unit in the arena. Rogue is a good unit in the arena, and the Fire Joker is a good unit in the arena. Tyrone is also a good unit in the arena. So for attack, I probably would go with Tyrone as leader, together with Vertihill, and Megan and Rogue, or Fire Joker. I would go for the Fire Joker, but you need to get him awakened, obviously. Yeah, that was it. I might have missed something that could be happening, but this were my thoughts about your monster. I hope it will be useful. Must say you have so many monsters, you can really make a real strong team, and I think I picked out some good monsters that you can focus on. Change the runes around that I told you. I think that will help you quite a lot, and I'll see you in the next video. Also, please make a comment if you think this video was useful for you, and if there's any more questions you have, let me know and I'll come back to you. So I see you in the next video. Bye.